Hello everybody, and welcome to another Ride Along with Di. Today we're heading up to Camelback Toyota, which is by Camelback Mountain. And but before we go there, I have to go pick up my sister, because I'm taking her up there to look at the Toyota 4Runner. So I was planning to go a bit later in the day, but then she told me when I called her earlier today that she has plans for dinner later. So that kind of poo-pooed my plan, but that's okay. So the sun came out and it's hotter than snot. Humidity's way up again, of course. So what the heck can you do, right? So anyway, I want her to see the vehicle. I want to get her input. Might have to go back and look at another Jeep. The Jeep that I looked at was like the base, well, not the base, it was a sport version of the 2018 JLU, which is Wrangler Unlimited, which is a 4-door, and which is all fine and dandy, you know. Really nice Jeep. But anyway, I went back and looked at their website, and to get the features that I really want, it only comes on a Rubicon, which is starts out at $42,000 or something and goes up. So although I don't plan to be doing any heavy-duty rock crawling, you know, apparently you can put some pretty decent-sized tires on the Jeep without any real modifications, where not so on the 4Runner. Even just going up a couple of inches, it comes stock with 31s. And if you want to go up to 33s, they won't clear, apparently. So, which is bad news. At least it is in my opinion. But I don't know how big a tire you can put on a now if I put a lift kit on the 4Runner, 2-inch lift kit, I can get the 33s on, apparently. Might be a bit iffy, but the camera angle's still off a bit, isn't it? Well, I'll adjust it when I get to my sister's place. So anyway, and I would think for most applications the 31s would be just fine. Although I don't know. I don't know nothing about four-wheeling, really. When I was deedle-bopping around, I had a 4-wheel drive Jeep pickup and a 4-wheel drive Scout. And then eventually a 4-wheel drive F-150, which was okay. But actually the Scout was the best. But it had a really flimsy front end on it, which I managed to bend twice. And this is a long time ago. This is back in the 70s. So it's like ancient history, folks. So anyway, looking at these different vehicles is getting really frustrating because I can't seem to get good information from the dealers, and they seem like they don't know what they're doing or what they're talking about or whatever. So both the Jeep and the 4Runner have about the same wheelbase, about the same ground clearance. So, but if you want to do serious off-roading, you're either going to have to use a truck, apparently, or a Jeep. And I don't have $50,000 for a Jeep Rubicon. And the only features I want on it, and the reason why I would have to get the Rubicon, because it has the locking differentials, but I want a nav system on it. And people think I'm crazy, but I really rely on my nav system. People, well, you got a cell phone, out here, we don't have total cell coverage. So there's a lot of places you drive and your cell goes dead. So you have to rely on satellite GPS to get around, and a satellite phone if you got it, and which I don't. So, I mean, these are all considerations, it's just, I don't know. So I might go back and look at a Rubicon, even though I can't really afford one. I don't know. But I could do the same thing with the 4Runner. I could get the 4Runner TRD Pro, which starts out at $40,000 and goes up. So, again, I don't know. So this is where my sister lives, and private country estate. So, might you see me drive up to this house. Hopefully she doesn't have a bunch of crap parked in the front, but we'll see. But yeah, this is a pretty fancy place. And I actually considered moving in here at one time. Lowest price house like we found in here was $500,000. So, they all sit on an acre or better. So yeah, this is my sister's place. And hopefully I won't run over anything. So yeah. Pretty cool. Well, I need to go get her, so I'll be back in a minute. While I'm back, I have my sister with me. Say hello, Liz.
Hi.
And she's going to be my co-pilot here.
Welcome to my neighborhood.
Yes, and quite a hood it is, let me tell you. Oh well. Speed bump. Just letting my sister know, so in case she's trying to put her lipstick back on. Right into the eyeball.
So let's see. Right now it is only 100. Well, by golly, that's pretty good.
Really?
That's what it says. Hold on, let me see.
I don't buy that for a minute.
No, it says now 100. It's going to get a little warmer just by 1 degree. But I think this morning it was only 80 degrees when I popped out this morning after that big rain we had.
We had a rain?
Mm-hmm, I did.
I didn't. I didn't get any rain. But my car thingy says 102. So.
Amazing anything grows, but
yeah. Well, you throw enough water at it, then almost everything grows, right?
it's hardly worth swimming. Yesterday I checked the pool temperature, it was 86 degrees.
Oh my God, it is bath water. So this will wind up being one of the longest recordings. If I keep it running the whole time, I should say.
That's funny, you went and had a cup of coffee because I was doing exactly the same thing.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to have a cup of coffee. I was falling asleep.
I like, I go get a Starbucks cold brew.
Oh, those are bad. I kind of like cold coffee. I mean, obviously in the morning I drink regular coffee, but I'm fine with cold coffee. Have you had a McDonald's mocha frappuccino ever?
No, nor would I.
They're really, really good.
That's not the point.
Oh, going to McDonald's, so she won't lower herself.
No, that's
okay.
not. The best cold drink I ever had
Yeah.
is at Dairy Queen, and it's got chocolate syrup in it. I'm allergic to milk, so there's no milk in it, but it's got, I think, coffee with chocolate syrup and something or other. I don't know what it is, but it's so good it's scary. And so I don't even go there anymore because I can't resist them.
Yes.
That is my point.
Ah.
I wouldn't try it because I would probably like it, and I don't need...
They're really good. I got hooked on them when we were driving, Becca and I were driving back and forth. And I couldn't get to the day without at least 3 of them. You know?
Well then, I think that speaks volumes. No pun intended.
Yes. It wasn't the little one. It was the biggest one they made.
Oh, man.
Every time we stopped, I had to get one of those things. It was just ridiculous. So,
And you wonder.
yes, I don't wonder. I know me. That's why I don't go there. So what rock pile is that over there?
That is called Red Mountain.
It is Red Mountains.
Yeah.
So I was right.
It's called Red Mountain.
Those are the 6
very...
stations over there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's 4 peaks.
Yes. And 4 peaks.
I've been to the top of 4 peaks, and I guarantee you, if you drove up there this minute, it's 40 degrees.
Can you drive to the top of it?
Yeah, you got to have a 4-wheel.
Aha! You mean I can go off-roading right here in town?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you know, you're only 10 minutes from Saguaro Lake and
Yeah.
Usury Pass and all that stuff over there where the wild horses are and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
This is an amazing part of town.
That's what I keep telling people, and they're like,
This is an amazing part of town. Like, I saw a coyote, which I wouldn't even call wildlife anymore. I see him so much.
Yep.
But I'm literally driving down this, like, 8-lane paved road, and he's just, like, standing over there, checking it out.
Yep.
I'm like, what coyote? What?
Oh, we get them in our complex all the time. They have to go get, they have to hire a trapper to come in and get them. So, because they take people's dogs. So, they get a little snack out of them. So, we have all these ankle biter dogs, you know, like running around. So, I wish they'd thin out the cats. That would really help.
Well, then leave the coyotes.
That's what I say. So, I'm all for leaving the coyotes and getting rid of the cats.
Anyway, it's an amazing little pocket of town that's, you can drive 10 minutes and be really in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Well, obviously it can't be nowhere if you're 10 minutes from here.
Yeah.
You get my point. It's very rustic.
It is. It's very cool. So, I brought an extra camera with me if you want to be, you know, do some point and shooting. It's up to you.
I had no training. I would have to decline.
Okay. Because I was trying to explain Red Mountain. It's called Red Mountain because, well, it's red. And it's really red. I mean, it's like red. So, it's almost artificially looking red.
So, I was doing my crossword puzzle today.
Not to change topics.
No, but this is great. This is good
okay.
stuff. This is minutia.
Oh, minutia. Okay, we gotta have minutia.
Minutia. And this is a very interesting word.
Minutia.
No,
Oh.
not that word. So the clue that solved this particular part of the puzzle, the word was, just a little quizzelito, a braid.
Ooh.
A braid.
It's painful. A braid?
Correct.
It's to do this. It's a braid.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's painful. An eraser does that. An eraser operates because it abrades
Yes.
the word.
And if I abraded your arm, it would hurt.
It doesn't have to. It's the wrong application of the word.
Oh, okay. So when you're sliding down a hill on your ass in, it's like sandpaper, you don't abrade your ass?
Let me see. Crossword puzzles, every once in a while, they have really good... Let me think of this one, because I remember what the answer was.
It is truly
Something like address in mess. Address in mess. And you would look at that little clump of words and go, what on earth? Address in mess. But only a person with a military background would understand that the word mess is the same as dinner if you're in the military.
Yeah.
mess.
And your address?
Sir. S-I-R. Sir.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah. It was a great puzzle today. It was good.
My
really
sister is a fountain of plethora and stuff like that.
Yes, but my sister's the one that taught me what the word flummoxed means.
Yes.
So I didn't know that one. Which astounds me because I have a pretty good vocabulary. So every
Yes.
time I come across one of these little nuggets, it's like, oh, look at that. I can add that to my repertoire.
Yes, but it fits me to a T, being flummoxed. So I spend most of my life in that condition.
I've noticed.
Yes, I do it quite well, mind you. It's the reason why I'm a big hit on YouTube. Internationally renowned.
So instead of the Big Lebowski, we could the Big Flummoxed?
I guess. If I can only spell it.
Flummakowski or something. I don't know.
You never know. You never know. So hopefully I can find this place again.
Well, goody.
I was bragging how I can usually drive to a place once and I can always find it again. And then I couldn't find the steakhouse the other day. So,
That's true.
Yes.
That's true, and it's 5 miles from your house. That is a little scary.
Yeah.
Okay, so you told me
Yes.
we're going to Phoenix. It's near Camelback Mountain.
Yeah.
But do you have an address?
Yes.
Oh, well then there you go.
But I can't remember if it's 1550 or 5015. But I have the big guy's business card in my back pocket.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Have you tried to move a mountain lately?
Hey, I know I'm fat. That's why I don't do face cam. It would fill the whole camera.
Holy crow!
You know, I look like a big butterball. You know.
Oh man.
I even got the ruby cheeks. I'm starting to look more like Mom all the time. I tell you, it's scary.
Well, you know, I decided that Drew has her mom. Drew has her nose. I have a picture on my phone that I took of a picture in somebody's album, right?
Okay.
And it's us four. I had to count on my fingers. Yeah, 4 of kids. Count on my fingers. And we were all pretty young. And Mom was probably, I'm going to guess in this picture, she was 30.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's when she still looked good.
And so, if you look at her nose, because I've always wondered, I have a child that is this, well, all your kids are this conglomeration of a gene pool, right?
Right.
And
At least I hope so.
And when I look at my oldest one, I can see where he got the eyebrows from, and I can see where he got, I don't know, the smile from, but the nose, I was like, what the heck, man? It's not my nose, and it's not his dad's nose. And so I looked at her picture and I said, the nose knows.
The nose knows. There you go. So where I get confused down here is because we have to go on 51 north.
Yeah. Okay, so you got about 7 miles to go.
Yeah. So.
It is going to say 51.
Oh, does it?
It does.
Yeah, because when I came up here, it sent me a different way, and it took me 45 minutes to take a 20-minute drive.
Oh, now I know why you wanted me to go with.
Yeah.
Okay, because I drove to Phoenix already once today.
Yeah. So.
I had to go pick up a garage door opener.
You did?
Yes. You know, I got to say, there's not very many really nice people on this planet. I mean, not that they're out to cut my throat or something, but my neighbor actually offered to park some of our cars in her garage because she moved out and she's waiting to sell her house. She goes, hey, while I'm waiting to sell my house, why don't you park some cars over here?
Because they all leak oil and they...
No, but I'm just saying that was so nice. She didn't have to do that.
No.
That was so nice. I mean,
Hey,
that's really going out of your way.
You roll the Datsun in over there and find it.
Oh, no. We have 8 other cars besides the Datsun. Okay, so it's going to get the Corvette, right? It's going to get the Mustang.
Did you get the oil leak fixed?
No, but it's very, very minimal. So we'll just put a hum under there. So, and then we'll put the Camaro in there. And that way, that's good.
Yes. My sister's husband thought he was going to become a car guru. Like hordes of money selling cars.
But it's been a lot of fun because they're all classic cars, and
Yes.
the guy that I found that can detail the car or paint it or really put the finesse on it, the name of his company, I'm going to give him a shout out because he is freaking awesome. The name of his company is Big Hot Rods. I swear to God, Big Hot Rods is his the name of his business, and he's a perfectionist, a total perfectionist, and has put more trucks into Barrett Jackson's car show than any other vendor.
Oh.
So,
well, that's impressive. That's a good stat.
That is a good stat.
For those of you who don't know what Barrett Jackson,
Look it up. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're on the web. They're huge.
It takes place in Scottsdale maybe twice a year. I think one's coming up in November, but I know it's in the spring as well.
Yeah,
And
well, one's like a classic car, and then the other one I think is like the really expensive, like Maseratis and stuff like that. There's a general auction, and then they have a show car class.
And you don't even have to plan on really selling your car, but you want to get your car seen, that's the place to do it.
Yep.
So, this fella and his business, that's what they do. They restore classic cars. So, okay, so you heard a little bit about the story about the cars. Well, one of the cars is called a kit car, and it actually came in a series of boxes. Okay, how does one put together a kit car, one wonders? Okay, I certainly did. And so it sat for quite a while as this was being pondered. Why would somebody even buy a kit car is a whole other story. But now that you have it, what do you do with it? So I took it over to Big Hot Rods and I said, hey, is this an area of expertise that you could help me with? And they are on it. And so I went over the other day, and the chassis, or the, see, I know nothing about cars, absolutely nothing.
Well, they took the body off and found out that the pans were no good.
See, I don't even know what a pan is. If you ask me, it's a drip pan, right? No.
No, we're not basting turkeys in it.
Well, that's about the only pan I can relate to is a cooking pan. It's true. I know nothing of. Okay, here's a funny story. So I joined the military, right, many years ago, and one of the tests that they administer, I joined in the 70s. There wasn't a lot of women in the military in the 70s. And one of the tests that they administer is, honestly, they give you a picture of a car engine with the little lines coming out of it, and you get to answer, fill in the blank. What is this and what is this? Don't have a clue. Not a clue. So I basically colored in the circles. You know, I'm like, okay, well, I'll put a D, a B. I gave up. I didn't even look. Do you know I passed that test?
There you go.
That is a scary thought.
51-7 delays.
Just keep going. It said 51 had delays?
Said something about delays. It went by so fast. It just.
Oh. Okay, well.
And I'm using
probably not 51.
I'm using my cruise control so that I don't speed too much.
It's probably not the 51. There's probably delays, but not there. So they'll have another sign. I'll pay attention next time. Anyway,
Okay.
I know nothing about cars. So.
I'll go along with that.
So, anyway, the frame of the car is now compiled. I don't know, fabricated, I don't know. And the wiring has to go in and blah, blah, blah. So it's exciting to know that it's making progress.
So this guy fixed it. The stuff that
The
was
Big
bugging.
Hot Rods, he improved it. He's such a perfectionist that he said, I can't even work on what is here. I have to do it my way so that I know it's sound, and if somebody looks, it meets muster, his muster.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for it.
Yes. It didn't meet my muster when I looked at it, so.
Yeah. So anyway.
So I'm glad you found this guy. Because.
And he's like 3 miles from my house. That's amazing.
Yeah, I keep telling Jerry about these places. Like, there's an upholstery shop on Main Street. It's a mile from my house. One of the best rated in the valley. They do Barrett Jackson vehicles. That's what they do. So, and it might be the same guy. I can't remember the name of the place, but.
Okay, I read that street sign. You're good. 51 is good.
51 is good?
Yes,
I missed the sign.
It's okay. I'm on it.
Okay, somebody's on it. Hey, we're paying attention here. Not me. I don't pay attention. I just drive.
Well, I was driving one of my kids to the airport, and
Okay, now we're
get out of this lane. Get out of this lane.
Okay.
I was driving him to the airport, and it was nighttime. Okay, because he decided to leave at 11 o'clock at night.
See, this is where it sent me last time. It sent me up the ramp to Sky Harbor.
So I'm driving into the airport, and I'm going like 20 miles an hour. He's like, "What the heck's wrong with you?" I said, "I'm multitasking. I'm reading signs, I'm talking, and I'm driving. It's night. What?" He has no patience because he's 33 and invincible, and I'm not. Okay?
Yes.
So I'm not.
Okay.
So just keep going.
I'm going to keep going.
All right.
Okay.
Radio.
Yes. Why it sent me that way, I don't know. So.
Well, if you were going to Tucson, maybe that would be appropriate, but you're not.
No. 51 north. See, if I knew how to turn that part of the map off, then I could see the whole map. And then we have to get off at, well, there's no exit for Camelback, but there's a street before it. Whatever the name, Highland or something like that. And you get off there and you make a left.
Okay.
Go to the stoplight, make a right. Go to Camelback, make a left.
Okay. Well, you got
Second
it.
entrance, right.
All right. We're good.
So once I get there, I'm sure I can get turned around again. Now, which one's this? What mountain is that over there?
Those are called the Papago Buttes. Those are called, Papago Buttes.
Buttes.
Yeah. And you can hike up them.
Can't drive up and down, huh?
No.
Darn.
In fact, that land was set aside in the 30s by the federal government as a military reservation, and that's where I spent 28 years as part of my time in the military, pretty much.
Oh, is that the spot?
That's the spot.
No!
That's where I got married. Oh,
Yes.
by the way.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah. It was never done before, and it was never done after. The fact that we had an outdoor military wedding at a historic building that used to be an internment camp for the Germans in World War II. And husband wore his dress blues at the time, and I had my wedding dress going, and we did the swords, and we had the military wedding. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Sounds good to me.
But the best part was, stay in this lane, do not take an exit. The best part was I arrived in a horse-drawn carriage. Yes, I did. I did clippity-clop up the street with the whole female side of the wedding party, and came up a mile from a nearby hotel, clip-clop, 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 and they delivered me in this horse and buggy to the military academy, and I swooshed out in my dress, and we got married 30 minutes later.
Cool. I like it. So I did call the salesman and let him know we're coming early.
Good idea.
So it'll probably be 3:15, 3:30. So it's looking more like 3:30.
So there will be 2 more exits, and then you'll take the 51.
Okie dokie.
So you're about to pass exit number 1. I don't mean literally number 1, but the first exit. So don't take that one. Don't take the second one. Take the next one.
Very good. Thank you.
You're not going there. It's all good. But the traffic tends to slow down as you get to the next half mile, because a lot of people take the 51.
Well, I tell you what, when I first came up here, because I took 60 and to the 101, and I forgot how bad, because it's totally messed up. Well, needless to say.
Okay, you're in the right lane, so stay here and exit when it tells you to exit.
Okie dokie. It says 10 East.
What else does it say? What else does it
10
say?
East, Tucson, and 51 North.
Oh, by golly, by gum, by gosh.
How about that? Yeah, this is a lot easier than the way it sent me, I'll tell you. Jeez.
Hence my comment.
Yes. Well, it wouldn't have mattered had the guy cut in front of me.
They do that all the time.
I know. I'm a kind and generous person who would just shoot him as look at him. So, there you go.
I guess it's not a lie if you believe it, right? Isn't that what they say?
Something like that. I mean,
You're doing good. Keep going.
yeah, I wish some of these other people were doing better.
Okay, so you got about 3 miles to go, and then you're going to exit again. You can't stay in this lane. You have to move over to the left one.
Yes.
And probably our most iconic mountain of all. That's, oh, we passed it already. You see that one over there?
Yeah.
It's Camelback Mountain. That is a symbol of Phoenix, the Camelback Mountain. And
But you can see from here because there's big high stone walls on either side of the road, so you get glimpses.
a lot of people hike that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
We hiked up there one time.
a lot of high-end homes over there.
Yeah.
And again, it's very iconic about Phoenix, Arizona.
Matter of fact, when we took the test drive, we kind of drove over that way. So we went around. Although it seemed like the salesperson really didn't know where we were. So. But that's okay. Next week I go see my bone cracker, so. But my back is killing me. Island Avenue, Camelback.
Not yet, though.
Not yet.
I gotta go find this on my Facebook. But a person, you know, whoever I'm connected with, they were sharing this, and it was, oh, you would love it. So there's this guy. He is a talk show host in London, England. Okay.
Okay.
And he did like a 20-minute video of himself in a car with Paul McCartney. So I didn't know this was coming, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know this was coming. And so he's in the car talking along, and Paul McCartney pops into the car with it. I'm like, oh my gosh! And so they start talking in terms of places in London that they're now going to go visit that were made into the songs of the Beatles. And he, in the midst of this video, he stops at a pub that he used to frequent. They used to play there very early on in Liverpool. He's in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And he stops back at the same pub, and they play. They play for like 30 minutes at this pub. And pretty soon there's this huge following outside. Oh my gosh, it was the best video ever. All the old songs. Oh my gosh, it was so good. You gotta see it.
Okay. I'm all for seeing stuff like that. Well, I just hope my viewers watch this exciting video. Because there's going to be a, part 1 and a part 2. Although I think I have to change the way I'm doing my episodes or something. Because this will be titled Camelback Toyota or something. Because they'll say right along we die, and then they'll say to Camelback Toyota. So let's see if I can do this without any further maps or anything.
So should I be quiet?
Nah, go ahead.
Because I'm your map girlfriend.
That's right. Keep me confused and dazed and all that good stuff. So, because, I know we go down here, and then we got to go that way, and then we got to go the other way. We have to go to Camelback, so that's this road up here.
Actually, we parallel Camelback.
We are. That's why we got to go that way.
Okay.
So. At least that's what I remember. And we know how good my memory is. Like if we going the wrong way.
Yeah, if you don't remember, you just make it up anyway.
That's true. That's true. I'm glad you've come to accept that. Riding on the sidewalk, huh? Isn't that illegal? Oh, my poor back. Oh, look at that.
Cars.
Cars. It's my orange one.
This is Camelback.
Yes. That's the Toyota dealer right there in the corner. Every model car they have has that pumpkin orange color except the Land Cruiser.
Thank God.
Or the 4Runner, I mean. I love that color.
Oh, not a Land Cruiser. Holy crow.
Yeah.
You'd look like Cinderella in her damn pumpkin.
Yeah, I was going to have,
Get going.
Get 4 white rats out there and have them drag me up the hills and, that kind of stuff. Yeah, why not? So, here we are at the Toyota dealership somewhere. Let's see, then we got to go this way. They service all makes and models. Lots of Toyotas, folks. Lots of Toyotas. These are the speed bumps I was talking about. They're doozies.
You should have parked right there. Go back, go back, go back. Back.
The car doesn't like to go back.
We'll go back. Park there because it's going to stay in the shade.
No, I didn't even see that one.
Yeah. Do not hit the car behind you. Thank you.
That's why I have a backup camera, wherever it is.
Oh, mine actually beeps. If I get too close.
Yeah?
Beep you.
Okay, so we're here at Camelback Toyota in lovely Phoenix, Arizona. And we're going to go meet the salespeople. And once we find a vehicle, we'll get back to you right then and there. So I'll see you all shortly.